you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane?
Yes, we know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Yes, we know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane.
Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane?
Yes, we
Hey,
Hey everyone,
Hello.
how are you doing?
Good.
good.
I'm so glad to see you all again. I had a rough week, I have to say it. I got really angry because I had a bad trial, and I wanted an a-hole who clearly done it, a prosecution who didn't shenanigan again it, and then I want a conviction within 20 minutes where he's gonna be yeeted into the sun by crotch cake.
Sounds
I don't
good.
want any more. I don't want any more of those. I feel sorry for them.
Same. I don't want any more kid trials. None. I'm done with kid trials for a while. I don't want any more hearings where I whole butt from and then I have to do a sal where I roll up, the windows in church school, and I'm yelling like, my team missed a sports ball thing, the F words, and I'm afraid the principal's going to come over. Ma'am, are you having a problem? God dang, defense team just done.
So me yesterday,
Yeah, I'm like,
except we won eventually, but
I was like, Your Honor, your principalness, I'm just possessed. It's not a problem.
yeah, I may have a new complaint about me in the condo.
You know what we need? We need a good old fashioned Darren Rubin trial again.
Yes. I
Jamie
need
misses
all
the
of
emails.
I need all of the smexy, weird, disgusting, cringe, hilarious emails. That's what I need.
Goddamn Texas for making it so complicated to just get them. Oh, you need to
I
contact
know.
this person. You need to contact this person. Well, you need to get a court order and get the evidence list from this person, and then come back and talk to me. I
Look.
don't want to. I don't want to call anyone. I just want to
The
email you.
prosecutor should want those out in public for having to had to read those. I mean, honestly, she should want those either burned in the pits of hell or, given to the public.
Daddy Dom.
Oh my gosh. Her and the detective reading those and the discomfort, it was almost like the hostage situation with the police commissioner and Mr. Nothing Matched Except the Scrunchy Pimp Master.
Yeah.
Never have a black
we did that
man
on Nick's stream.
thought white people so much as he did in that trial room.
Oh yeah, he was black, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he
Oh,
was. You could see he was thinking white people are weird.
Yeah,
What the
Three-
hell?
He's having honkies.
suit. He had 3-piece suit, the vest, and it was like a nice tie. He had his hair nice, and he is having to read the most filthy ridiculousness. And you are like,
Daddy
look,
Dom.
sir, I would like you not to judge all smut on this. There's actually good stuff on Kindle
Good stuff. out there.
Unlimited.
I don't know what they're
There's
talking-
also really weird stuff if you'd like to contact me at 3 a.m. Look, I'm saying. There is an entire section of Bigfoot stuff. I am not joking you. It's hilarious.
Wow.
It's cringy. It's weird. I send it to Mr. Mo sometimes. He is horrified, but that's the kind of wife I am.
Send him a Nancy Pelosi
find
breast
it.
pic to help him feel better.
Look, he sent me a cease and desist on that. I'm afraid I'm going to get charged next time.
Let's
There's a
do the
Geneva
YouTube.
Convention now.
Right.
Let's do the YouTube thing and say good morning to Christine, who's here.
Good
and
morning.
Iris. Oh, and the rabbit is here. Good morning, rabbit.
Good
Hope you're
morning.
doing well. Iris is
Genitals.
reenacting the birds. Oh my!
Oh,
Feral housewife sighting.
Farrell, how are you awake? How are How is everyone awake and they all stay up late at night?
I don't know.
I need to
Well,
figure out whatever you all do.
have you looked at my eyes?
I stayed up until
not-
9 o'clock last night. And I'm
Sal,
hungover.
Granddad Sal, you really burning the midnight oil. Hey, Dave.
How late did you stay up? 4:30?
9 or
9
10?
o'clock?
Whoa.
No, like 10, maybe 11, actually.
Sir,
So,
you need some sleep.
Good morning, genitals. Hey, Murph. And how's Shizzy awake?
Mm-mm.
I got off stream with him 6 hours ago. 5 hours ago. He should be sleeping. And Spice should be sleeping. She was also on a stream I was on 6 hours ago. Why don't you people sleep? That's my gig. Yeah, it's always a good morning when you say hello to genitals.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And talking about Right Rabbit's granddaughter. Hope she is feeling better. Miss Jung Lemmings. So,
John.
morning to her. Oh, that jumped on me. And we have Chris Mullen here. Hello,
Yeah.
Chris. Mass is in. She's ready. Google Denver Wriggleman v. Leslie Cockburn Bigfoot erotica.
Oh my God.
oh, is
This
this a
is
civil
happening.
case?
No, it's an erotica.
I have my notebook. I am.
Yeah, like are they suing somebody over Bigfoot erotica?
I don't know.
We are looking this up. And his last name is Cockburn or Leslie Cock. You've got to be kidding. This is a gift that just keeps on giving.
This is the kind of
Yeah.
It's down, Mass. I will do
stuff-
that.
Put it down.
Also, to whoever looks at my internet history later on when I am, passed on years and years from now, I was a YouTuber. Just
Yes.
go with it.
Look,
Yeah.
yet I am going into the Internet Archive, looking at Mark Jensen's search history about how to unalive your wife.com, trying to find the sites he was looking at. Now it looked
I don't like women.
it looks bad.
Yeah,
Okay, unalive your
especially
husband.
with testimony like that, and then looking how to unalive your wife.
Yeah.
So-
Little
so.
sus.
Well, but if you don't like women and you don't have a wife, then looking up how to unalive them is really pointless.
Unless I'm
Well-
just
So facts.
researching for the future. Just kidding,
Well,
prosecutor.
the-
Just kidding.
Coming into Mo's office has got to be fun too. I'm sure she's got some great notes, and that new one she just added has got to be too funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just, well, usually, okay, a lot of them are just ad hominem because, okay, the way I take notes are how I feel sometimes. Sometimes it's just keeping me awake and on task as I'm taking notes. So it'll be something like, oh my God, Angry Eyebrows is talking again about this or that. And then it'll take me back to that conversation, and then I'll remember what was going on in the trial at that particular point. But if you looked at my notes, you'd be like, what the hell is Angry Eyebrows babbling again supposed to mean?
Angry Eyebrows, Bigfoot erotica. I mean, it's all the
You
fun
know,
Well, who hasn't
It-
looked
Yeah.
at Bigfoot erotica?
Hey, Jacob and Kim. Good morning. Jackpot Springs are here. 6 hours is more than enough. That's what happens when you have the stamina of a bull. Yeah. It's not enough. Jenny B never said good morning to genitals. Please do. It's an important checkup in the morning. Just to make sure they're still there.
Yeah.
Make sure one didn't, go on up.
I did not know that was a possibility, but I will.
Hey, Nicholas. Good morning. He was up late with all of you people last night as well. And he was on early with. Was he on Shizzy's or on Expert? Or I saw him sometime when I had my morning pee.
I've seen him on Shizzy's.
Yeah. Hey, atheist. I don't know why I mispronounced that one. There are Florida cases coming up this week. Yeah, and I've been looking into the Vicene case. I think it starts Monday. It should be starting the 23rd, but I don't know if it's jury selection or the case in chief that's going on.
I think case in chief.
Yeah, I do too, but I haven't seen anything. I normally put in a Google update
Yeah.
whenever I look at a case, just to keep sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Charlie Adelson case from Florida. It looks like it's all sorts of Florida man.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking with no kids for a while. No children case.
One isn't.
Oh,
kids. We were
mine
happy
is
What?
just
No.
a simple intoxication. No, not intoxication. Poisoning by
Unaliving?
Vicene.
poisoning of Visine. Yeah.
Geez, use
Why
antifreeze. Come on,
Visine
amateur.
Antifreeze is available. Is always my
Because
question.
I didn't realize
antifreezes.
you could
Well,
get
Mo,
Fine.
you are my possibly unaliving a spouse expert.
They don't.
No, I think
they
that's
never
her
look until
husband.
it's. They never look until you're on your third. Is what I've
No.
heard.
No, but it's just Salbert. He's the one who's going to end up in a ditch in his relationship. We all know that.
Future justice for Sal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
And Jamie, she's just too sweet to get murdered and to murder someone. You have a bit of the redhead in you, even though it's a fake
True.
redhead.
True.
So if you were supposed to try and help Mr. Mo get closer to God, would you taste
Get closer to
the
God.
the Vicene first, just to make sure it really messes you up? Or would you
No.
just run with it?
No, I mean, but I may give myself just a little bit of it to make it look like it was, someone else that was doing it to all the family.
Mm.
Like, oh my gosh, it must have been product tampering that happened at the store. But somehow he got a higher concentration. No idea why. I don't generally drink orange juice. I have no idea.
Side
No,
note,
but,
never ask Mo out for drinks.
Well, funny you said ask out for drinks, because she was out with her girlfriends, the alleged killer.
Hmm.
And when she came home, she made quite a ruckus and claimed that she must have been drugged. When asked about it by the police, she said, "No, I never did that. But there's a record of you going to the hospital, and your boyfriend said that you told him that you got drugged." No. Then on the next interview, she said, "Well, I might have been drugged a little bit." And in the third interview, she said, "Well, I because the woman I was taking care of had so much Vicene in the house, and so I saw her drinking it with vodka. I won't recommend it. I recommend that drink.
Huh.
Always use something that tastes of something, not clear alcohol."
Griffin,
Then,
get
yes.
that. You do not play tug of war with the dog with your mouth. Get that out of your mouth. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
I miss screaming with Mo.
He is holding the rope in his mouth, and the dog has the other end. Sorry, I thought I muted myself.
I'm glad you didn't, because I'm clipping that.
So glad you didn't. Do I hear him going at it?
Well, now he's using his hands.
Okay.
Get
Good. Teeth are not toys.
Well, I mean, does he have any loose teeth? Maybe that'll help him out.
no. We just spent, $1 bajillion to keep his teeth in his mouth. So play with the dog with a rope toy in your mouth, so you can both be puppies.
Oh my God.
Between this and hand jobs, I swear to God, these kids are going to make me nuts.
What does hand jobs come into play?
Oh
You
God,
didn't
she
hear
doesn't know
this
the story.
Jamie?
Oh my God.
So
What
my
is
oldest daughter is getting she'll be a senior next year, and my youngest two boys are like, college is more school. that is so stupid. I don't want to go to more school. And I said, well, so we were talking and I said, well, there's a bunch of trade schools. You can work with your hands, doing all sorts of different other stuff. And that was, I think, Monday or Tuesday night, and I'm driving them to school the next day, and I'm not really listening to what's going on in the back of the car, but all of a sudden, I am just hearing this conversation like, "Oh my god, we're gonna do so many hand jobs when we get out of school. Hand jobs are awesome. Why does anyone college is stupid. Let's do hand jobs. Why doesn't everyone do hand jobs? I'm gonna tell my teacher we're doing hand jobs." And I have to almost effing pull over because I am like, "This is a church school. We cannot say that." And I'm like, "Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, I try to do good things, God. I am trying to tell my children to do trade schools." And I try to tell the boys, "You can't say that. It's work with your hands." And my youngest is like, "Yeah, but hand jobs is funnier." Or, "Yeah, they're
It's
hand
easier,
jobs.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
you work with your hands, they're hand jobs." And I was like, "Hand jobs are fun. I love hand jobs." And I was like, "Stop saying that. You can't say that to your teachers. You will not say that. I and ask Mr. Mo why you can't say that."
Did he ever ask him?
No.
Oh, darn.
No, I threatened them, like, upon pain of never getting their iPads back ever if they said that at school. I was done. I was like, "They're getting kicked out of the school. I'm gonna have to homeschool. I give up. I give up. I can't." I but yeah, it was like, "Why do people go to college? This is so dumb. They should work with their hands," basically. Yeah, hand jobs are awesome. Basically, this entire conversation, and I'm like, "Lord, I'm done. I try to be good. I don't even know what's going on." And part of me is like, "This is freaking hilarious. I
course.
can't laugh."
Can't encourage
So
them.
the 12-year-old me is over here giggling hysterically in my mind, and the parent me is like, "Oh my god, CPS is gonna be at my effing door again."
Again.
Yeah, for I'm like, "Dang it."
And with your OnlyFans accusation, that wouldn't look good.
I know. I was just like, "I can't win for losing." I was like, "I'm trying to teach my sons about trade school and, dirty jobs and, help them learn about plumbing and welding," which they were really excited about because it's basically, electrician,
That was
working
a
with
really weird
fire.
episode with Mike Rowe on Dirty Jobs.
Mhm. So,
As a massage
it
therapist.
it's oh my gosh. I was just like, "You can't say that. That's not."
Almost killed me.
They
It was
almost
not
killed
even
me
that
driving
yet.
down the freeway because I'm hearing this and they're like, "I'm gonna tell my teacher I'm gonna do this after school." And I'm like, "No, you're not."
Oh my god. That
Because
hurt so bad. I swallowed my coffee wrong.
I Jamie,
Maybe-
I about died because all I could think was, this is a Christian school where, like, girls have to wear skirts below their knees, for modesty, and they are gonna go up to their, Christian teachers and tell them instead of going to college, they're going to do jobs that work with their hand, but in their short hand. And I was like, "Oh my god."
Oh my god.
So
The more hand jobs you do, the
They're going to go to hand job school.
they were yeah, because I mean, I quote, "I'll wait till you finish and swallow." But Griffin was
Crazy.
like, "College is stupid. Everyone should just do hand jobs." And I was like,
Did Jamie swallow?
what?
and I was just like, "Oh my god." I was just
We
like,
need to make a quick $20.
and I just thought, "Oh my god, why I can't." Baker, I nearly died. I was like, "I give up, God. I thought I was being
clipped
a
that,
good
Harris.
parent.
Well, the first
I
part.
can't."
You are. You're teaching them the ways of the world.
I can just see those two kids sitting in the back and going to tell all their friends, "My mom told us it's very, very easy to make money working with your hands. Yeah, so we should all start doing hand jobs."
Jesus, they're going to have yeah, oh Lord, I'm gonna be in an intervention at this school. I just know it. Oh well, I tried.
You know,
Yeah. Uh,
I have told
well,
all of my girls to become welders, do not go to college, just learn how to weld. I would go learn to weld. Look, y'all know it's my secret plan just to turn the Ford Transit into another killdozer. I mean, honestly.
ooh, all right.
that's
Good
that's what we
morning,
needed today.
everybody. That was so fun.
Well, yeah, sorry. I thought you guys had seen that Mornings with Mo where I had to discuss the fresh trauma because I was like, oh God.
I've been
Yes.
watching them, but I missed that part. What was I doing?
Well, because I was anxiously looking at the phone to make sure I didn't get a call from said school that they were expelled and dipped in holy water.
Yeah, they just threw them in the holy water. Oh man, God! I'm gonna hang
And
out.
now he's
Fun. They
he's
sound like
fighting the dog
No.
with his teeth.
I'll go with you and your kids everywhere. They sound like a
Oh.
blast.
You really should
They
record
are.
them.
Well, then the youngest, I was like, oh, I made it to he thought I made it to 500,000. So he's like, so when are we getting your button? Do I get to open it? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he said, your 500,000 button. Are we going to open it with you? And I was like, well, I got to 500. I'm very proud of myself. He's like, oh, call me when you get your 500,000 button. And I was like, well, see, if you ever have too much of an ego, talk to a 7-year-old. You will never have too much of an ego after you talk to a 7-year-old.
Right. They just put you right down to reality.
He's like, you're not even cool like Mr. Beast. He has 500,000 buttons. I was like, well, thank you.
Yeah, it's hard to be that cool, but I think it's cool you hit 500. And
Well, and thank you everyone who subscribed. I am working on making a celebration stream, but it seems like the creeping crud has invaded my house, so it might be next weekend so that I have the energy to do all that.
And I think we could ask. It will be 1 p.m. tomorrow that I'll be baking. I'll set
Ooh.
the stream up after this one. It's an easy little thing. I'm trying to do some fun cakes for Jamie. Jamie, she likes Halloween, so I'm gonna make some cakes for Jamie's Halloween. Some spiders.
Little spider cakes.
Yeah. And that was the most amazing story I ever heard. I'm so sorry. I
Yeah.
couldn't, and
No,
I was just
it's-
trying to sip
It's
something.
I'm sorry. I thought you guys had heard it. I didn't realize.
Glad we heard it now.
It's just, yeah,
That's
that's been how my week has been. Because every now and then Griffin will try to say it and I have to correct him because he knows it's something he's not supposed to say and he hasn't quite figured out why. And he just wants to throw it in there because he knows it's inappropriate and I have to correct him. And he's like, well, why can't I say it? And I'm like, because it's inappropriate. And he's like, but why is it inappropriate? And I'm like, because I said so, child, just stop testing me.
Yeah.
Don't want to have to explain this to you.
I was always like, I'm not gonna be that person who goes around and said because I said so. Then you have 5
Oh, me too. I thought that until I
can
had
talk
children.
to them. I can communicate. I'm a master linguist. So maybe sometimes I'm even a common linguist. And I should be able to talk to people. And not all the time. So at some point you just look at them and said, because I said so. But no buts. Because
Let's
I
see.
said so.
Jungman, what did Mr. Mo say when he heard this? He pretty much said, and which of the children said this? And he's like, oh, those two. Oh. And he was just like, yeah. And he said,
doesn't bat an eye.
At some point, will military school be a thing?
No, I did ask my dad if the Navy SEALs recruited early. You know, or any special forces around the world because or like Lilo and Stitch, I think that my son is like Stitch, he could just destabilize things, just Stitch style, like steal all left shoes, you know. I I'm not sure if he was part of a government experiment, I'm just saying.
You lived a bit too close to the power lines. That may have changed the kid a bit.
Yeah.
It's so
I
bad you
still
can't summon to
contend that he
circuses.
was the product of 2, inputs from Mr. Mo, and I just housed him.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that sounds like a good night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, what should we talk about today? Do you have any plans? I have a few things I thought because Mo is hitting 500, and when you hit 500, you're gonna become a millionaire. That's just the truth of YouTube's.
Well, I'm
Um,
still waiting for my Sarah Boone money.
yeah, well, you have to set up your AdSense before they can pay it into your account.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how that worked.
But when we get so rich as we are gonna be now,
Mhm.
we need something to spend the money on. Because rich people don't spend money on on bad things. They only
Never.
get the best of the best. So I was scrolling for something to. I've been in the Veterans Union today. I've been tending a bar. I might have been a little bit tired, so I just scrolled through stuff like we do on the morning shows and stuff like that. We just find something, and I found this one for when you and I are going to celebrate us becoming millionaires.
Mhm.
Do $200 bottled water taste any better than what comes from your faucet? And
Mm.
I
Okay.
$200
was
for water?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, Baker, I have a question because generally the ads that are on the side go with what you are looking at. So why were you looking at German costumes?
I was actually looking for a pink cowboy hat for a Halloween stream, and now I got this is called Theme Shop. So it's someone who sells. But I'm quite a busty
I
girl.
was
I could wear those.
I like
Salbert, me and this one,
I
I can
you and
like
see
I can
it.
that.
party.
I think the entire getup, the lederhosen, I mean, the
You can pull it
dirndl, I
off.
think you'd look beautiful in it, Baker.
You look
But
so
I
beautiful.
if you I think we'd stuck with you being Glenn this year. So next year,
Well, this isn't
Oktoberfest girl.
lederhosen. This is a dreidel. The lederhosen is for men.
Oh, right, right.
So this is
That
a
was a hate
dreidel.
crime. Never mind.
Again,
Oh, you know how much I miss Mo. I miss Mo. Good
yeah.
God. Hand jobs and hate crimes. I mean,
If I could get that on a t-shirt.
That should
That's the
be-
name of my memoir. A story by Salvador.
maybe make that for her and let's start a merch store.
Yeah, it
No,
should
I
be.
still need to get that sweatshirt that says my dog and I talk shit about you.
Oh
Well,
boy. Well,
my brother-in-law used to go to Oktoberfest a lot when he worked in another company, and he has a original pair of he's got a real pair of lederhosen. So that's
Ooh.
why I know lederhosen is a pants, and the dreidel is for the ladies. I even think they say it in. Don't they say it in Sound of Music? I think they do.
Considering
Huh.
when I was young, I thought it ended at the wedding. I didn't realize that it was a look, that is a long movie. And I was like Sal when I was young. I went to bed at 7, so I didn't realize that there was another freaking like hour and a half where the hankety clunkety people came in. No idea.
But
Till I got older, I
yeah,
was like, there's a whole nother freaking hour?
back to wasting money because you're rich and
Yes.
buying into a brand.
Yes.
Everyone who
No.
tasted the most extraordinarily priced $184 Bling H2O original water, guessed it was tap water from the office kitchen sink. So, and these are the bottles. Rich people should be beaten with a stick, not at all, and give me their money. I
That
would
is
waste it on some.
pretty,
I would
though.
waste it on something good, like women and drugs. Not at all.
I swear to goodness, if that
Spins-
water doesn't get you off your behind high, then that's ridiculous. If it isn't full of like magic mushrooms and something that cures, I don't know, wrinkles and makes your self-worth like amazing, I don't want to.
Like, whoever is buying that, I'm gonna go rummage through their trash and dig one of those bottles out and just wash it.
I bet
It is
you.
so pretty.
I bet you Captain Have Fun can tell you at least 10 people he know from Hollywood who buys shit like this. Because it's to have it on the middle of the table when you have guests over. You have those bottles. You use the tap water and say, oh, yeah, just pour it into some pitchers so you can, it's easier to pour.
And I bet Captain Have Fun can tell you 10 people who, since the strike, are like, hey, I spent $180 on this tap water and now I have to go back to being a barista.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, better be from the fountain of youth. Yeah. Good morning, Cheryl.
Good morning.
Yeah, water for $200, and it isn't even for a liter. I can buy booze that's cheaper than this. This is a regular bottle of booze size.
I'm not buying no. I have to pay for my water already. Like you went.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
and I know that parts of the U.S. you can't, like we use groundwater. I don't know if you call it that, where it's naturally in pockets under the earth. Take it up, minimally cleaning, so it's full of minerals and all this stuff. It's way better to drink tap water, but it's become in to drink bottled water. But it's really good. We have a lot of chalk in our water here, so it ruins the washing machines and stuff like that. But it's really good for you. And we got into a couple of years ago. There was, I think they're called Whoosh or something, where the bottle was designed by Armani. And my friend had a bakery at that time. He sold them because it was close to Copenhagen, and Copenhagen people are just as stupid as Californians. So he sold them, and like half a liter cost, I think it cost like 35 Danish, and a normal, like the Poland Spring bottle would have cost maybe $5 or 5 Danish. So 8 times the amount, 7 times the amount for nothing other than, I can sit this in the middle of a table. And I've been I worked in bakeries where they bought one cake there and kept the bag so they could have that on the counter whenever they had guests over. So, oh yeah, I went to La Glace and got the good cake. I hate pretentious people.
No, I
Sorry.
mean, if I ever become rich, the first thing I would buy would probably be a cow, because we're a big family, and I'd be like, ooh, a bunch of, a full
Beef.
cow and a pig, and have all that, I know phrasing, but meat in the freezer ready to go.
I love that when you become rich, the first thing you can think of is like, I'm gonna buy me some meat.
Hey, Erin.
I'm a practical
And
person.
Lexi.
You are, And it's
Well, okay, I might buy like one of the big Lego kits, but
Yeah, but again, water with electrolytes. No, natural water is the best. Water that has gone through the earth and been cleaned and is
And
all
what
good and
is
fresh.
electrolytes really, people? Like what
it's
what are they? And how
salt.
do you
It's
know?
salt. Oh,
Yeah.
It's
for the love
salt.
of God, it's salt. Just look
Yeah,
at
but
salt tab.
it's the same with people who want to sell you BCAAs when you're training. It's just like eating extra vitamins. Your system only needs a certain amount of stuff. The rest it's just going to pee out. That's kind of like what the body is used to do. So drink something a little salty, and John, we can talk about that later. And your body will keep in the water. You don't need electrolytes. Yeah, if you ran a marathon, it's the same. I don't need testosterone. I could just train harder. It'll be easier to get bigger, but I still have a lot of. I could just stop eating because I'm too fat. My problem is not that I'm not strong enough. It's I'm too fat. But it's way easier to think that you need something extra. Unless you really, really train hard, you don't need all that stuff. But they'll sell it in a big red tub because then you'll buy it. Weight gainer, that's called McDonald's. In Denmark, we hardly ever drink anything but tap water. Well, we put in some flavored stuff we call saftevand, where you dilute it and then it tastes like fruit. But we always use fresh water. Yeah, they look like vodka bottles. I like
Really?
the
Now, if that was vodka, like really good vodka, I could be sold.
But look
why
But
at
why
how
have
pretty those bottles are. Like you just buy it once and then you get to keep. I usually I
yeah,
like
like I
the
buy the
big like
$3 bottle and then I just refill it with tap
yeah,
water because it looks funny.
because I keep refilling it.
yeah no and again it's been in the ocean. The ocean is really nasty. It's really good to have purified water that went through the earth, or if you can tap it directly at a spring, but just make sure that no animals have been crapping in that pond.
Or fish.
Well, fish.
No,
All the
I'm agreeing with you guys because it's hilarious. I think it's a Midwest thing too, because it's like my family always did that. Like every time my dad got like a bonus, he'd be like, "I'm gonna go buy a cow." Like, I was like,
it's just it's a practical thing, I think, because again, it's like, you do practical stuff.
and like it was so proud to have like a freezer full of meats.
I know. And then you like show everyone like, look
Yeah,
at all
he
this
would always
bacon.
He would take his buddies.
Do you
down
buy a
and go,
whole cow or just
"Check
like a
out the
quarter?
cow. Look at
or
all
half?
these. Look at all these steaks." I'm like it would show them off. It's a Midwest thing. I don't know.
It's a Midwest thing. We're just like, look at all our meat.
Yeah,
I was looking at getting a quarter cow.
yeah. People are.
We used to do that when I was younger. My mom, we had a local butcher where you could buy quarter,
Roger.
half, whatever, and a half cow and half a pig. That could feed a family of 6 in a long time. And then she
Mhm.
just cut it out and made some into mince, some into this, some into
Yeah.
that, and filled the freezers.
Yeah.
It's
That's
because
I live by
whenever you hear
myself.
about oh, it's so expensive to live. Yeah, but again, if we had the skills our parents had, where they could process a product like
Yeah.
half a cow, but we can't do anything with our hands.
well, so I will
We
say
Well,
don't know how to do hand
most
jobs.
So-
most kids can.
well, so the KitchenAid mixers do have a grinder attachment. It's not as hard
Really?
as it looks. It's not as scary as it looks. It and canning,
Hey,
for the love of goodness, canning meat with a pressure cooker is not as scary as it looks.
really?
Yeah. I mean, you do have to follow instructions. It is,
Oh,
food
for
safe. You
fuck's
have to,
sake.
but
Hold on.
these are not skills that we have to lose. I went way down a rabbit hole. I may or may not own a treadle sewing machine with the illness that we cannot name of unspecified origins. But homesteading, these aren't skills that we have to lose. And I want my children to at least have some ability to understand how to have hardworking skills. Oh my God. They have ruined working with their hands. They have just ruined it. I give up.
Burdens of proof. No, I don't use filters for tap water. It's becoming more where you use the BVT descaling of the water, but you need a little bit of the chalk to. It's good for your bones. I don't drink that much milk, but we don't filter our water. We have some of the cleanest water in the world because we have a lot of sand in our underground. We don't have bedrock. It's very low down because we were the last ice age. It stopped right about in the middle of Denmark, so we have a lot of good earth to filtrate water. So we use fresh water directly from the water work, maybe word no. And but when I was in Illinois, I understood why you didn't drink tap water because the fluoride or whatever they put in it, it tasted like being at the swimming pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got those here too. But again, I don't like super cold water. I'm not a big fan of ice. I don't like very cold water or soda or something like that. So I mix some of that Saftevan, some fruit flavor with water and just put it in the fridge. So I'm not a big fan of too cold because it hurts my little tummy.
Oh, your tum.
Aw.
Yeah, but John, have you the smart water? Have you figured out how much you're paying for the bottle and the brand, and how much easier you could make it yourself if you just chopped up some lemons or whatever it's in it? Because the one thing the Coca-Cola company is really good as is marketing.
Marketing?
Yeah, and it costs a heck of a lot of money. Yeah, and that's I love water straight from the tap.
Mm.
You can't buy
Just the tap.
water of living cow.
Wait, what about a quarter cow?
Yeah, Mass asked. I thought it was a living cow, but you can't buy
Oh.
a quarter of a living cow.
You
Well-
can put you can put it on reserve, I think.
Yeah,
But it's not like
Yeah,
The
you can go
Simpsons where
say-
you can go to the restaurant like Mr. Burns,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, I want that one or
It's not
that
a
one.
lobster. I want to eat that lobster.
And then he's like, I'll just have a salad.
I
yeah,
really
go
wanted to,
hunt Bambi.
oh,
I was in the Navy Veterans Club today, and they talked about, where do you get fish from? Where do you get fish from? Because fresh caught fish and having the best guy to do that's another thing because store-bought fish it's just like eating cardboard.
Yeah, I need to learn how to do that.
catch your own fish?
Yeah, it
No,
skeeves me
find a
out a bit.
fishmonger.
Oh,
Yeah, no. Well, you can't shoot it, but you can cut it up at home.
mm.
So
Well, I'm not going that far. I'm not going to use
Well-
the kids, playground to field dress a cow.
I don't know. We have farms here, and they do something. I guess they kill it, or I don't know, unalive it, and then they give it to the butcher who processes it, and then it's like, oh, the cheapest I've seen is like $5.50 a pound, or $5 a pound.
Yeah, but like Rabbit said, where she gives half of a cow a year to her kids. My old in-laws, they had a small hobby farm. It was just a couple of cows and some pigs and a little bit of hay for the animals. But they had the potbelly pigs, and they made them into salamis. It was the best salamis I ever had.
Oh,
They were great because they're super fatty. They taste good. You can't really do anything because they're too small to make a side of beef, or there's no bacon on them. But having one of they butchered like 2 or 3 a year and turned it into salamis. Oh, that was great.
oh, I love a good. Never mind. I'm not going to finish
I
that
was
sentence.
hoping you would say it. Damn it.
I have been around this chat too long. I know. I think about things sometimes before I say them. Not
We're all
joy,
just waiting
but
for blood.
I don't think I ever seen a pressure cooker in real life. Well,
Seriously?
in
They're
a
awesome.
I
in a
have
big
a
industry.
giant one.
Yeah.
So, the pressure
FBI,
cooker is
I don't
for
know her.
if you can things that aren't acidic, they have to be pressure cooked.
Really?
Yeah, you have to
Why?
create a vacuum. So
But
like tomato sauce and other things, there's a
it's
whole
acidic.
science, but you have to create a vacuum and pressure cook like ground beef. You can do roast chuck. I'll
Okay.
do roasts.
But
You can
then you have
put
to transfer
stews.
it to a container, right?
You can do it in the can. Like I'll do beans. I've done like
So you put the can in the pressure cooker?
yeah, you put the jar in the pressure cooker, you have the beans and you
Oh.
yeah,
Oh,
and
so then the like button that you press to see if it's
yeah, and it creates a vacuum in the pressure cooker.
Huh.
It can get hotter in the so the pressure cooker is like the air fryer or the Instapot.
Yeah.
Basically, it gets hotter because of the vacuum or some science. I don't know.
Okay. I've
But
always
somehow
wondered.
magic happens and wizardry, and
And the
that's how
food is
things
safe
work.
to eat.
Yes,
Yeah, because it's a disinfectant. Fed, I don't do saunas because I don't like dry heat, and I don't do ice bath because I like my genitalia. We started having it here in my town as well, where they had these mobile saunas that you place near the water, and in the winter period, people run out and get a we call them winter baiters. I don't know what you would call them, but crazy people who jump in cold water, and then they go back and sit in a sauna for I don't know how long. But then you can just pay, and the sauna is provided for you at the beach. So I think we have 4 or 5 spots in near my city. So yeah, and
that sounds awful.
uh,
I would never do that. That sounds
no,
terrible.
I love what you call them, steam baths. You know, like a sauna, but with steam in it.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called. We call them steam bath, steam room, maybe. I don't know. I like to be in those when I get congested
They
and
call
stuff
those
like that.
saunas. Well, they call them saunas here, but they have the Arizona room, which is like the dry heat, and then they have the sauna, which is like the steam.
Yeah, Sel shouldn't blame anyone for liking a good sausage.
True.
I'm so far behind.
My computer froze again. I'll be right back.
Oh, I know. It's like when I'm doing mornings with Mo and then
Steam
the chat's
rooms.
just
It's called a
somewhere.
steam room.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have no idea. I was reading an article. Chat, do what you wish. I look back and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on in chat.
God damn it.
No, sometimes you get in and then polar bear dip tradition. Where that's why you're called genitals, because you haven't seen them since you jumped in ice cold water. I have there's an old guy in my gym. He's the coolest guy. I think he's 76 now. He's training all the time. He starts every day by jumping in the water all year round. If it's like it was windy as all heck yesterday, he still goes out and jumps in the sea. It invigorates him, and then he goes do Zumba classes or dance classes at the gym. He's such a cool guy. I want to be him when I'm 67.
I think I want to be Dorothy's
I-
mom when I grow up from the Golden Girls.
That would be cool. Being Estelle. What's her name? Estelle?
Yes, I think
Yeah.
so. Just talking about, you know, old war stories that make no idea or no truth, and just telling my daughter things and saying kitten, just annoying the heck out of my adult daughter that I cling to and going out with guys and just annoying her.
It's
But
Sophia.
it's
Sophia.
Sophia.
no
There you
Sophia.
go.
Yeah.
And
Fed, it's really good if you can feel something coming on. They're just about to open the steam room because it's been closed because it got so dang expensive with the kerfuffle in Ukraine. So they're
I
going to
thought
open
that
it again.
ended because no one's paying
we
attention
just
anymore.
they've been-
Oh,
it's not comme il faut anymore. It's getting old.
They
But
moved on to Israel.
yeah, but they had some kind of lemon. I didn't like that one. I like it when you have either menthol or eucalyptus. It's really good to open up your sinuses because I get congested a lot after all the times I have my nose broken. Hot yoga, I don't think I could do that. I would slide all over the floor. So I'm so sweaty.
and
You're a
any
sweaty
working
beast.
out, it's I look like oh gosh, what was that movie? Oh, it's that Key and Peele skit where they're talking about their wives and they're using the B
Du er stadigvæk
word,
et år yngre end mig, de knaller de andre.
and they're sweaty.
Mo looks like
That's
one of
what-
those inflatable like guys outside a car dealership. that's
Oh yeah,
blowing
I
all
am
around.
I am anti-flexible, and then add heat to it. It's already bad, and then we add heat. And I still contend yoga is just squats that they gave a silly name to. It's like, oh, let's do a split squat. No, this is warrior
Mm.
one. No, this is a split squat.
Now go ahead and do downward dog.
Oh yeah, and okay, now work on your breathing. No, I'm holding a split squat. What would you like me to do
No,
now?
I've got a cramp.
Yeah. Okay, now work on breathing and releasing your inner pain. No, doing a split squat.
Try not to
Stop fucking
defecate
me.
myself now. Give me a minute.
I'm like King of the Hill on that one show, on that one episode where they're trying to get him to do yoga and he brings a welcome mat in.
Bobby, we needed you yesterday. Cernbird turned 55 yesterday. So we needed you to say happy
I was
birthday to
69.
Cernbird.
Oh, he did?
No. Yeah, I know. I was surprised as well. He doesn't look a day under 65.
Well, we needed Bobby because we were saying happy birthday to him, and everybody's like, "Is this a Bobby?" Now it's a thing. That if you say happy birthday to somebody, is it really their birthday or is this a Bobby?
Happy birthday, Jamie. She's just mad because it's her birthday.
Yeah.
Quit
I
calling
thought-
Bobby.
I thought Finnish people were more like dry saunas. Well, they throw a lot of water on the stones in the saunas. I've been drinking beer with some Finns when we were deployed. They did it in the sauna, and then we went out, jumped in the snow, went back in, and drank some more beer. It works really well. You don't
Wait, you
worry
were
about the
drinking
cold
in the
or the heat.
sauna?
Yeah, it was with Finnish people.
Huh.
If you think we are crazy, we are the normal Scandinavians, Nick and I.
Oh, okay.
The further north, sorry, Fed, you go, the crazier they get. They get even less sun than we do.
Oh. So I found my people, is what you're saying. I need to shop for cosmetics there because they'll have my color palette, is what you're saying. Because the struggle is real, y'all. I can't find SPF 9000.
I'm not going to pull that one up.
Racist.
Tell him, Winosaur. He's so mean.
What do you say?
He's just
Something about
he's just
being
mean.
gay.
No, we don't have weird letters. We have the correct letters that all people should be using because it's way easier if you have those 3 extra letters. But we then remove the W. We never use that. We only use it to spell BMW. So, yeah. Oh, wow. But that's an English word.
Jeez, Pete.
Yeah, I had some friends in school who had saunas in their houses, but it's way too expensive to do it. To heat up the sauna, not the. I don't think they have to pay for it. Oh, congrats, Bobby.
Oh Lord. Is he doing all this because it's his birthday and he's mad everybody forgot it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing I saw too.
Well, I think it's Eris's birthday as well.
It's fine. Her birthday for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Angry Viking. I don't know if you ever tried that, but I don't know because it should evaporate the alcohol, but it makes it really fun to take to be in a sauna. And again, I hate dry heat, but I really liked it when they
You
threw.
should come to Arizona.
Well, I'm never been
No,
to Texas or
Salbert,
Arizona.
no. If I had it in my power, I would turn Arizona into a place where I send all the jerk cyclists that
We already have enough. They have DUIs.
We already have enough.
That's how you know somebody has a DUI.
oh
They're on a
Baker, you
bicycle.
got memberships gifted.
Oh, yeah. Yes, our keyboards do look different. It's called a Scandinavian layout because we have 3 extra letters. And Erin Hack, thank you so much for celebrating Eris and Bobby's birthday with 10 Broken Baker memberships. Did they get distributed or did? Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
they did.
a lot of people.
Okay, so
Johnny,
do you want me to read
Jenny
them out?
B, Hangry Viking God, This Way Up, Freak Meding Dong. That's a new name. Aaron gave them. Tootly got one. Matzi Abiniati. That's a tough one. Yeah, both the name and the next one. Lefty. Oh, I hope he's getting well soon. And Money G and Shawfuss. I think that was the. Thank you so much, Aaron, for the gifted memberships. And welcome to all the new little muffin tabs. It really doesn't do anything but to put you into a little bit of a cooler category than the rest of the people, because now you are officially muffin tops for a month.
Yay.
Well, a steam shower, I would like a steam shower, but a steam room, I only use it. Oh, Freak Meding Dong is your husband. Well, tell him
Best
I said hi.
couple ever.
Genitals and Freak Meding Dong.
This has been the best stream ever.
We haven't done anything in this stream other than yell
Brought
about
to you
rich people.
by Technical Colleges America.
Hand jobs and water. Stabuday. With Baker, Mo, Sal, and Jamie.
Speaking of, I'm trying. No, I'm just ordering filters for my reverse osmosis and getting pissed because they're so expensive now.
What? Yeah.
You should have seen me after the Diamondbacks won last night.
You stayed up till 9. I'm impressed.
I know. The game ended at 8.
The shenanigans will never ever end.
Where Sal's when he gets monetized, which I bet will happen shortly, his celebration will be a 9:15 stream, guys and girls.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, a late night Friday or Saturday stream.
There might be an option if you pay a certain amount. You can buy 5 minutes more. He will probably die. if you buy enough, so he'll have to stay up to 9:30.
Pixie sticks
I will be
and
cussing all of you out
monsters.
for donating to me. God damn it! 5 more minutes.
He's gonna
That's-
be
you
yelling
can-
like, "Get off my lawn!"
Get off my
Gotta get up
stream.
The early bird special at Crackle Barrel gets on at 4:00. I'm gonna be 4 a.m. I'm gonna be tired. Glenda serves the best hot cakes, and if she is gone by the time I wake up, I'm gonna be pissed at all of you.
Yeah, she has those thick ankles. So the first 2 hours of her shift, she's really sweet, and then she gets the pains. So I'll
Yeah.
be there before 7:30, or I will. I would maybe even say heck.
Yeah. Well, because
Nabbit.
if he feeds Babu and Babu Jr. after midnight, they turn into gremlins.
But I can
They
understand why
already
the cats are running around at 2 a.m. thinking, why the hell is that old guy still sleeping? When they wake you up, you have had 5 hours of sleep. That's my everyday
Yeah.
amount of sleep.
Scratch on my mirror. God damn it.
Yeah, but try going to bed a bit later. Then
I have tried.
well, I don't know when you have to get up, but
I have to get up at 5. Well, I don't have to, but it's just kind of my schedule.
if you
now.
get in the habit, it's you can't do it. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna see Jamie more today. This has been too much for even Jamie.
We broke Jamie.
I didn't mean to break her. I thought you guys had seen the story, but it's been a long week. It's been a long and kind of week with the cases we've had. We needed Stabuday.
Yeah, it's so nice to just unwind on a Saturday and try to do something else, because sometimes those cases just eat your soul. And I
Yeah.
just saw the one we're looking at is set for 5 weeks, and I'm thinking, why? But the Carolyn Tyler was as well, and it took 2.5 weeks and then half a week of watching a ceiling.
I can't wait for another 6 weeks of Murdoch.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
At least I can bust out all the
Hopefully-
memes I had.
Is it going to be the same judge though?
No, he retired.
No, he's still a judge. He's retiring in like December or January. But
I thought he was only brought back because all other people in that county was not excused, but in
They
conflict.
recused themselves.
yeah, they had
Conflict
to
of
recuse
interest?
Well,
themselves.
the judge
pub-
knows Murdaugh as well. Alex was
but-
tried cases in front of him.
His dad's picture,
I know.
his granddad's picture hung in that courtroom. They had to take it down.
Oh, wait,
Everyone
can
knew
the
him.
jury go in the back while we remove his dad's picture?
And the board in commemoration of Murdoch.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. No, maybe not so good. No, but it's gonna be an interesting case, because again, just like the last case I watched, I'm in no doubt he wasn't a good guy.
No,
But
he's just-
using 6 weeks of a 7-week trial to talk about financial crimes.
Yeah, I didn't. That was.
I mean, they convicted him.
I
of
tried to
that.
watch. Yeah, I tried to watch that first, and my ADHD just went like, nah, I can't do financial crimes. And it was like, bring in the jury. And I was like, this is Forrest
I'll
Gump. I
allow
can't.
it.
I was like,
Remember,
Forrest
no
Gump.
accents
I
on my
can't.
channel. No accents on my channel. I
That was
get it.
Well, that's fine.
About it. I can't get
But-
enough of Southern accents. I love Southern accents.
I just love Becky. I just imagine she's like this racist Southerner, and just having the judge
No,
be
no,
black.
no. The classy old kind of racist, not
Yeah.
not openly racist, but
No,
kind of
just
like
shocked
you
that
know
a
she
black
don't
person
like.
is successful.
Yeah, she's.
No,
Oh, you're a
I
lawyer.
think she's.
How quaint! You can be lawyers now.
You can read. Heavens to Betsy.
No, I just imagine her being, a very busybody church lady. Like, did you hear about Helen? Helen is letting her son read Harry Potter. You know what that leads to.
Did you know there is a
Devil
judge?
worship.
The judge of Alex Murdaugh is black. Can you believe it? There is a black man who became a judge.
Sal,
I'm not
I'm
saying
telling
it.
you, this is a
She's saying it.
I'm not saying
Alberto.
Jeez. Just because you Jesus Christ, what is happening?
No, I just can imagine her being a very opinionated church lady where she goes around saying, "Oh my God, bless her heart, Valerie's daughter is in a troubled way and not married. We need to pray for her."
God damn it, Matt.
Jungle Minx, nothing happened while you were away to make coffee. Not one thing.
I just did my Southern woman impression.
But I don't understand why they're going to have it on the same at the same court if this is a potential problem.
Well, they're going to do the financial crimes trial again, apparently, later this year, I think.
Why are they doing the financial crimes? I mean, I pretty much didn't he steal all the money and it went up his nose?
I don't think he.
Well, he pleaded to federal, but I thought there was like another trial coming in state.
Did you? Oh,
I don't know. There's,
okay.
I watch way too many trials. I need to look this up.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
I mean, I
get so caught up in all these trials. Sometimes we forget like what's going on.
Baker's running away and rethinking his whole, having us on.
There needs to be
on the Saturdays.
There needs to be a way to like search on Google, like something before like the retrial possibility. Because like all the stuff that comes up is now about his new trial or possible new trial. So you can't find out anything before. It's really irritating.
Okay, so Chris Mullins is saying he pled guilty to some financial crimes, but not to others.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was
So I think there is going to be another state trial. My understanding is that Newman was trying to rush it before he retires. Because obviously he wants to be the judge who, takes down that Southern white boy.
That's what
I don't, again, if that courthouse was the one that had the problem, in order
How can anybody try him?
In order to alleviate all of that, go to a different county.
Go to a different state.
County. Well, no, you can't go to a different state because it's the state, but go to a different county. I mean, Richard Allen, for example, has a judge from a different county, because the one from his county recused himself. So they went from a different county and they have a jury potentially that will be, picked from a different county as well to try to get, a non-partial jury. Just move it from that courthouse. I don't understand why that wasn't a possibility, but I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know.
The judge wanted to take him down and make a name for himself.
Yeah.
And ego matters where in the law? I don't remember Lady Liberty having a big old shield of ego on her back.
Donald Trump?
Well,
I mean, the New York Attorney General literally campaigned on taking down Trump.
I know. Why do you think I'm voting giant asteroid and Vice President, Bigfoot for 2024?
Amazing, though. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I don't have a Glenn shirt because what is a Glenn shirt? It's.
While I'm waiting for this, did you, whether it's true or not, believe that Mr. Randolph had slept with your wife?
I wouldn't have cared.
You wouldn't have cared?
No.
Did you believe he had slept with your wife?
No.
Did you believe he slept with your mother-in-law?
Probably did. Everybody has. Everybody has.
The judge is like, the hell did you just?
There's the proudest smirk.
I know.
When he gets to repeat it.
I know. And I just love that the judge again is like, the that just happened in my courtroom.
Like, what'd you
Like,
say?
did we just proffer evidence of the mother-in-law being a
Being a
giant
whore.
hoe bag? What has happened in my courtroom? I
Wasn't
would
the
like
judge black? And she's just having to like, what are these white people doing?
He's
Salbert. What is wrong with you?
What? I'm saying
Um,
the white people are trash, not the judge.
Well, no, but it's more like she's just like, what is wrong with the actual what in the Walmart is going on here?
What in the trailer park is happening in my courtroom?
Yeah,
um,
you know, honestly, if I were the judge,
But he
I'd have
lived
left
in a
it in.
trailer park.
Hmm?
He did live in a trailer park because he drove by
Oh,
in the
yeah,
trailer
he
to see the
did.
woman he was supposed to do. I will go to I will go to some Salvation Army stores because that kind of polo was something my dad had. It's
yeah, you gotta
it's
find
not one
Right.
I see often.
a good, nice striped polo.
Yeah,
Baker's gonna pop some tags.
I got
Yeah.
$20 in my pocket.
You gotta get yourself a little mullet wig.
But yeah, we don't sell many mullets, so
Well, get on that Amazon. Everybody,
They don't
we
have
don't
Amazon.
we don't have Amazon. I'll have to.
fancy kind or like a different.
Well, being monetized,
have
the way I'm monetized isn't hurt so much about. That's why Sal still comes around because he's not ad friendly. But
We need
as
to-
long as it's only memberships and super chats, Sal is welcome. We'll have to talk if I ever hit 1,000.
Okay, let me know.
I will have a soundboard where every time Sal opens his mouth, I'm just automatically set it to give a beep every 5 seconds, just to be sure.
You have a dump button.
There's a reason there's a 5-second delay.
There's just an elevator music sound and
And Sal is
so many things.
all right, Farrell's clipped that. Oh goodness.
I can buy it from the German. I can buy it from the American, but then I'll have to pay import taxes as well. If I
Jeez.
think I once bought something from the United Kingdom, UK, Amazon, and that's when they were still in the EU. If I buy now, they will have to. I'll have to pay income tax, not income
How
tax,
much?
Import tax and stuff.
Oh, for the love of goodness. This is
How much is
it's
that?
so it's quite something because our what's called PostNord, our postal service, they're so helpful that I think they charge like how much will that be? 40 $40 just to make sure that the tax is done, and then you have to pay the tax. So
Oh,
You have
how
to
sweet.
pay to.
before you can pick it up, you have to go and pay them for handling the tax things.
That's
I
nice
couldn't
of
even.
them.
My daughter works with import export taxes. She couldn't even do it without because the
Vandalay?
postal service will have to deliver it, and they'll take the money for it. So,
For the
well,
love of all that is holy.
no one deserves monetization. We work really hard and try to grow the numbers. And again, monetization isn't important. It's important to have all you nice people here because we can have
Yeah.
1,000 subscribers, but if we stream for 8 people, what is it worth? I'd rather have a nice, cool group of 42 people watching me on a Saturday, hanging out with some of the funniest people I know on the internet, and
Yes.
just chill. Money can't buy that. Only
No.
Sal. Sal is on
And-
certain websites where you could get him to do it.
And Mr. Mo is glad to never have to hear very much about Daryl Brooks ever again. So having people that, you know, like to talk about trials and he doesn't have to be assaulted by, oh my gosh, today in trial, this weird jerk who had this weird hair. He's like,
Oh, they have
okay,
a
wait.
Spanish Amazon. Okay, I didn't know that because It's automatically ask if I want to do the UK or the German one. What was gold? You're my hero, Sal. Oh,
I made an
No.
Art Vandelay reference when you said like import export from
When?
Seinfeld a few seconds ago,
I didn't
And-
even hear it.
but I wasn't 100% confident that I remembered it right, so I didn't say it really loud. I was
I
the
never
only one that
watched
caught it.
Seinfeld.
Well, yeah, it was just Elaine that had the import export
I
boyfriend
thought it was
because
Art Vandelay,
George was lying to Susan
Yeah. his job.
about he was going to meet Marissa Tomei.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he lied to her. He told her that he was going to talk to
Art
Elaine
Vandelay.
about her. Yeah, I think she did name him that.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I think you're right, but I was trying to like think of the whole.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
I know
Okay.
that's great.
should
That's
probably-
great. Good job, Sal.
Well, talking about, someone said I should use a dolphin sound when Sal said something. I found a little funny thing. I don't know if
Oh,
it's
boy.
funny, but I think it's funny. No, it's not bad. It's not about you, Sal. Not everything
time.
funny is about you or anything that might be kind of peen related is you.
You're lying.
Oh, normally we have passed the 1 hour mark. Normally there would have been some kind of physical entertainment at this point, but Jung sent me a video when it started. She said it was training with a personal trainer. It looked like someone was going to ask their stepbro what they were doing, so I chose not to show that one. But let's take a look at this instead. Share the audio. Did I mute it? Yeah.
Oh,
After the plant right now.
A bumper. Hanging.
No, it'll be better in a bit. They're hunting a guy down. because I don't even know why they're hunting him. Just watch
Third Street, pulling
how he
into the
gets out of
house.
the car. That's the good part.
oh, well, I mean, he's just trying to get
Look,
to a
look,
home.
Whee! Dolphin jump.
It's like he gave birth out of the car.
It was so casual.
You know, when the door's too difficult to get out of, and you're just like, you know, that's kind of like my week this week. So, you know, I kind of feel this dude. He's like, eh.
Feet
might
still
be
fit
filming
now.
He's just
How did he even get out?
whee! Smashed the window with his head.
Children, you should not do whatever he did. 66 of Mountain Dew.
Oh, must be PCP maybe.
Here, talk to the man, buddy. Get on the ground now.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, you're fucking. Oh, I shouldn't say effing. You're effing bleeding because you just smashed the car window with your head and did a dolphin.
You cut yourself on
I-
glass.
Hold on, let go of your hands. All right. Please, my life is threatened. Please.
Sounds like David making love.
Oh, that dog wanna go so bad.
I thought I dropped it back there. I was at the fucking gas station and I had my chain on. Somebody tried to rob me. All right, please.
Okay.
Aw,
I
is
like
this
that
Joe
he jumped out
Biden's
of the
dog?
passenger seat, too. Like he had a
Yeah.
running leap.
Good boy, good job, buddy. You got that man. That was a good bailout. That was a good
Good
bailout.
Frybert. Good doggo.
So this is where Joe Biden's dog went to after he left the White House.
That's Champ. Is that
Oh,
Commander?
Super Mario sounds would have been
I don't know.
so
They're all
amazing
biting
for this
Secret
one.
Service agents. The newest one is doing it even more.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I just saw that, and the way he's jumping out like a dolphin from the car was.
And he was
Oh,
in the driver's seat. Like,
Yeah, and if he had jumped out the driver's seat, he could have run through the fence. Now he had to jump over it so they could get the dog out.
He was afraid. He was very, very afraid of something.
Yeah, someone tried to take his chain. Yeah, he came out like a chest buster.
That was the most hilarious thing I've seen.
Well,
If I were
I'm
the
pretty
judge-
sure most of the Secret Service wasn't too sad to see
Yeah.
him go.
I know. Well, maybe because Biden was kicking him or didn't spend time. I mean,
Or trying to grab his tail after coming out of a shower naked.
I would have
Remember
hit
that?
some people too. Yeah. Well, he was using the boot on the wrong foot too, because he said he hurt his left leg and then he was wearing the boot on the right leg. But, 80 bajillion votes.
Anyways.
Yeah, everyone has something to look forward to. Fedorowski is finishing a new, and this is from where they filmed the Vikings series. I liked the first couple of
Ooh.
seasons of the Vikings, and then I didn't like it with the boneless guy.
Well, and then I did want to ask, historically, I did have a question about the Vikings show. So, female queen with maybe more of a tan, historically correct?
No.
Okay.
Well, the Vikings did make love to everyone, though.
Yeah, but
I didn't
kind
think
of
they took them back and made them queens. I didn't.
no, we took them back, put them in mud huts, went there when we needed a little smexiness, and then used the kids as we called them trall. It's
Thal.
It's forced servitude.
Ah.
So, but that's a trall in Danish, because yeah. So we had a lot of foreign genes, but they lived outside. They didn't get to stay in the big house.
Oh.
So
well,
she would probably not. But now they figured out that the British population before the Saxons were black as well, and it's really not. I'm not saying that
Cheddar
nature.
Man.
Yeah, I'm not saying that nature is quite a kind of stupid, but if you ever been to Denmark, Norway, Britain, we have this kind of thing that's kind of like Michigan. It's get real cold and it's get real dark, so you need a lighter skin to absorb as many D vitamins as you can when the sun is finally here. It's kind of like the human evolution. The higher you go, it's kind of funny that the Inuit people is more Asian, but that's because they wandered over the land bridge. But
diversity is our strength.
It is. That's why we have a diverse cast of all shades of white on this panel.
My family is Native American, so.
Well,
Like
see,
Elizabeth Warren Native American or Native American?
What?
Elizabeth Warren Native American or Native American?
My great grandpa is
okay,
big time, yeah.
Okay.
And then it just got lighter.
Okay, Jamie, I'm going to tell you, my mother told me that I was Native American, and I told her straight to her face when I was 12. I was like, "What?" I said, "Mom, look at me. What tribe in Norway did I come from?" I was like, "I burn if you put 100-watt bulb in. I need you to stop lying to me." And she got so mad at me. She was like, "Your grandmother was a Cherokee." I was like, "In what world?" I was in so much trouble.
It's me, Josie. We have to make a bigger panel then, because to weigh out our whiteness.
I know.
It is 2023.
Yeah,
it is. It is current year.
Yeah, remember, 18% of the world's population is white, so we are a minority. So
that is true.
Yeah.
So hysterical story later, she does the 23andMe after I tell her, full Dale Gribble not to do any of this because the government will use your DNA. And she's like, we are not as Native American as I thought. I was like, oh, no crap, Sherlock. Seriously, look at, I have no. And she's like, can you believe it? I was like, no, mother, I can't.
It's the same as if you talk to any American who did their genealogy and had people trace it back, especially if they have a bit of money and they come from Scandinavia, everyone is a descendant of Harald Lodbrok. That's the guy from the Vikings, because he's a
Oh.
famous he's a famous might have lived king, but everyone traces their history back to him in some way, so they have a bit of royalty. And I'm just like, first of all, he's probably a myth. Second of all, yeah, because you're stupid and have enough money to have someone look into your genealogy, yeah, they will find royalty. It's just stupid because a guy wearing furry breeches and killing a dragon. No.
I know. My brother was in prison, so they got his DNA, and now, God,
I don't want
now I
any
can't
of-
commit a crime because they can link it to me. Like, God damn it, Joe! Fuck's sakes.
No, I don't want to know. I know we're all just a bunch of mutts, but like I don't need to know anymore. It's fine.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
if I were related to like Vlad the Impaler, I'd be super cool about it. Or like, you know, the Bathory woman. Oh gosh. You know, or even that weird guy. Oh God, what was his name?
Joe Guy Jr.
Oh God, no. No, I'd hide that crap. I don't know. L. Ron Hubbard or something. I'd hide that, but then I'd definitely ask the Church of Scientology for some money. But
Can you
be
take
like,
my
look, I'm
thetans?
no, I'd be like, look, I'm the heir apparent. If you and Tom Cruise would like me to go away, I'd like to buy some cows.
Or all
Let's
strain.
make this happen.
And as Niklas said, there's no records of any of Ragnar's sons having kids of their own. So, but again, there's always a little kid hiding behind the shed that you might have gotten with the maid. My mom did our genealogy and looked through whatever you can find in the church books, because we have been writing down where people have been born and what where they worked and stuff like that for the longest time. And she found out one of them had been a servant on a local castle, and all of a sudden, 8 months before the firstborn was born, she got married to a miller, and the miller was a pretty good job back then because you only had one mill to do all the flour for the local community. But she all of a sudden got married to him in an island that lays off the coast, 8 months before she had her son. It's not because the owner of the castle had anything to do with that. So I descend from a line of loose women.
Hey, those are the
But
funnest kind of women.
exactly, they'll slash your car, but it'll be fun. John, you're naughty today with the videos you're sending.
Rawr.
I even my degenerate channel couldn't handle. There are so much camel toe.
Ooh.
I'm not saying I won't watch them for the stretches, but let me just tell you, there is a lot of chocolate starfish in some of those. Oh yeah, and everyone is related. I think some people are related to King Arthur as well, which is funny because he never existed either.
Well, that's good. Now, if I were related to Ed Gein, I'd be excited. I'm just saying. But no, nothing cool like that in my family history. But I haven't looked at my family history because, look, I'm just trying to keep my kids alive and not
I'm
expelled
just
from
pretending I'm
Christian school.
adopted.
True. True that too.
I have Polish blood in me. That's the farthest
Yeah.
south my bloodlines go.
He's a little Polish
But
in him.
I was deployed with a lot of Poles. I wouldn't want any of those in me. I was really bad. I hated all of those. This is a former king of Norway, Harald Hårfager. It means Harold with lots of hair. Vikings weren't that creative. Oh, you're the one with the fuzzy bridges. Oh, you're the one with the long hair. Yeah, get me to Vlad the Impaler. That could be a cool one. I think he had a lot of people. You hate when it happened.
Like the Dave Chappelle skit.
Yeah, I love that one.
Oh my gosh, that has to. You know what? If I'm having a bad day, sometimes I watch that.
In
Look,
the end,
I'm
when he
telling
divorces
you-
his wife.
I'm telling you, if you're having a bad day, just watch people reacting to Bobby Caldwell, What You Won't Do for Love, because oh my gosh, people don't know he's white. And he did win Best African American New Artist, which he returned the award because obviously. But it was 1968, I believe. And then people
an orange
reacting to
juice.
Ram Jam Black Betty. Because I think that video cost $200 in the best primo bud that they could find at the time. And
I love that video. They are so stoned out of their minds, and I believe they smoked more than they bought clothes and instruments for. And
yeah, I think
René,
they told their producer, they're like, hey, he's like, how much do we need for this video? And they were like, $200. And he's like, that's not much. And they said, I know, we're going to do it at my mom's house. We just need the substance I can't name.
yeah, we did say I did say camel toe because John sent me some videos today. I will have to inspect further, but I don't think I can play them. I know they are from YouTube, but still, I'm a serious channel. Ed Gein, is that the one from that crime show, the big one?
No, Ed Gein is the one that he only unalived that they know of 2 women, but he would rob graves and, like make arts and crafts out of the bodies, kind of make lampshades and like a people suit,
Yeah.
a nipple belt.
A box of
And-
beavers.
Yeah, he
He had
arts
some
and
beavers,
crafts.
a box of boobies. I don't know. He had a lot of
Yeah. He just, he inspired Hannibal. So
and the Leatherface guy. So
well, and he also inspired Psycho. The mother-daughter or the mother-son relationship also inspired Psycho.
Oh, he doesn't seem like a nice guy.
No, I mean it was a joke, but I'm just saying if I have to be related to people. But he didn't have children, neither did the brother, and it kind of just ended with that line. So unless there was some other line somewhere.
Mississippi. Talk amongst yourself. It's
Okay.
I tried to mention all 50 states yesterday, and I got to 24, and forgot that Washington is a state as well.
It's a trick state.
We don't
Yeah,
want it to be a
because-
state.
No,
We've-
but there is a state called Washington. So
Yeah.
it's up
Yes.
northwest with Seattle.
And the left 2/3 of Oregon, they can just, I don't care about them.
We have asked Canada if they want them back.
I know.
Canada.
I love like the right 1/3 of Oregon is really conservative, so they keep trying to join Idaho.
Are you sure
okay.
there's sevens beginning with M?
I think so.
I can find 5 so far. Mississippi, Maryland, Maine, Massachusetts, Michigan, Milwaukee. Is that
No.
a
That's
state?
a city, but
Mon-
Missouri.
Missouri. I was just about saying Missouri.
Montana.
I believe you.
Montana. Of course. That's big sky country.
How many is that?
7.
7.
Yeah, and
There
then
you
with
go.
the oh, I just saw the playback of when I tried to do what Sal does. No one should clip that.
The weirdest thing is when you're recommended your own video, and I'm like, I don't want to listen to myself talk. That's weird.
I know. Oh God, I hate going back.
That's
and
the worst
watching.
part of editing is when you have to listen to yourself.
know.
You're like, no,
God
no,
damn
I'd
it.
rather be tortured. Thank you.
Yes.
You forgot Minnesota.
I'd rather watch Barbie.
How? Then there's 8. Mississippi, Maryland, Maine, Massachusetts, Michigan, Missouri, Montana,
Minnesota.
Minnesota. So she lied. There's more than 7.
She was screwing with you.
What did you miss? Baker tries to do geography. So
Either that or I talk about Mark Jensen.
True.
Basically, Oregon is trying to lead Portland to. I shouldn't have pulled that one up. No. Yeah, Giant Soda and Minnesota. Yeah, if you have North Carolina and South Carolina, why can't you have Giant Soda as well as Minnesota? Oh, 7 things is fake news. Okay. I don't know anything.
Believe me, I knew all of this in 4th grade when they made me they required me to learn it. Now I don't know any of this stuff.
Talk some money. I'm writing. I'm
All
trying
right.
to
Okay.
again.
After Jody, I've got my Mark Jensen stream.
And I will try to join with that. I will probably be
Awesome.
playing with one of my Lego sets, but I will be.
No worries. Yeah, you can come.
New York,
Oh,
New Jersey, New Mexico, Nevada.
New York.
What else is there?
Did you say New York, New Jersey,
New Mexico.
Mexico and Nevada.
North Dakota,
North Dakota.
North Dakota,
Virginia?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Why not just call it Carolina? It's stupid to put the North. That's 6.
Arizona.
Oh my God. Did you say
Is that
Nevada?
Texas?
I was just trying to screw with them.
New York, Nevada,
New Hampshire.
New
That's
Hampshire.
it.
Yeah.
Why all those old 13? Just put it together as a big one. Why have make it easy?
Nebraska?
Make 4 states. 4 states. North, south,
Nebraska.
east, west.
Nebraska.
Nebraska. Flux
Look.
solar, probably around Christmas time. Yeah, I know there's an Animaniacs song. I've seen it, but I still have to try to remember it. We could do another game. Name 10 countries in Europe. No, London isn't a country.
Wait,
Oh,
London
because-
isn't a country?
No, neither is Paris.
I have been lied to my entire life. I thought those were
Yeah.
the only 2 countries in Europe. Well, then Germany. Fry, you are going to get your butt kicked, and I'm going to laugh my.
That could be fun when everyone is making fun of me for not knowing all. I got 24 states. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
look,
just
and
just give me the member states of the EU.
ask any of us to try to find Ukraine on a map. We have no idea
No.
It's easy.
general areas. We'd be like,
It's right here.
oh, it's under the grapes.
Yeah.
It's under the grapes of wrath.
The grapes.
A lot of grape going on over there right now. It's grape picking season.
Oh, Right? What
Well,
did all
it's
of you
math.
eat
It's
pixie
math that
sticks
makes me
and
good enough to go to law school.
Yeah.
24 is 50. Oh, it's 8 and 8. That's
wait till
I'm-
they add Puerto Rico and Ukraine as the 51st and 52nd states of the United States?
Puerto Rico.
Someone
it
has
is.
been Googling. Someone has been Googling. And Wales is not a country. It's a
Yeah,
part of
Wales
the
is still part
UK.
of Yeah, it's part of the UK, unless they've
Yeah.
seceded. And
No, they
Scotland is
have
the only
their
one that
own
really wants to
government, but it's
secede.
kind of like Greenland is still part of Denmark, even though they have their own government. And the Faroe Islands is also part of Denmark.
Yeah, as far as I know, Scotland is the only one that had a referendum to kind of have their own government and go back with the EU, but they're too poor to do it. They can't
No, they didn't. They
economically.
didn't vote. They wanted to vote to secede and go back with the EU, but they had. Yeah, I know Wales is a country, but not technically a country. It's still a part of the. Or do they have their own parliament and do they have representation in the British Parliament? Because I think they do, but they are
Yeah,
not a
I think
separate country like Ireland is.
I don't know. I watched the Lotus Eaters, but I'm not that deep into British government.
Yeah, and we thank you for it. It's so nice how we just have to use, I can't remember how many millions because they didn't feel represented, so they wanted to talk Greenlandic. They get 2 free spots in our parliament,
Oh.
and they wanted to be able to speak Greenlandish in the parliament because it's racisms, all of the stuff.
Oh.
Didn't Trump try to
now
buy Greenland?
Yeah, didn't we try to buy it?
Some of us was willing to sell it.
Jiminy Christmas.
We give them 3 billion a year, and they still complain that we're are not good enough. Don't look
Yeah.
into if you don't want to go into a dark hole. Don't look up any statistics about how the rape and children statistics are, and the sminsmist in Greenland. Don't do that. You won't be happy.
Yeah, well, that's like how everyone gets upset about the military industrial complex, but the federal education spending is the next top line item. And we have a bunch of kids that can't read or write, but we're always talking about funding. Huh.
Yeah. But that's the same thing we have here in Denmark. We don't have any money in the public system. Well, I've never paid as much in tax as I do now.
Well, pay a little more money and that'll fix the problem.
Yeah. And
it's all corruption. It's all incompetence, but I think more corruption.
The higher order of system, you are going to have bureaucratic inefficiency. The more local the system, you are going to have greater efficiency. It is
or accountability.
Yeah. It's not terribly difficult to understand. We didn't have a federal education system when your parents were in school and they could all read and write. Now we have a federal education system or bureau, and
thanks,
no
Jimmy
one can
Carter. Notice how our education is kind of gone.
But totally, you're still under the crown because the crown prince is automatically the Prince of Wales. So was Elizabeth Princess of Wales? I don't know that. I can't remember. Or did they change the succession laws like we did in Denmark? Because if Queen Margaret, because it's normally the first. It was the first son. But let's just say that special branch of the tree might have been a little too crooked when the pollination happened. So there might have been webbed feet and 11 toes. So we changed our laws. So,
Well, I mean, everyone has a little bit of a Habsburg jaw. It's not their fault.
well,
It-
our current royal house, we did go to Germany and collect because we had the Mad King who didn't get any kids. So we went down there and got another one. We swapped a little bit in the family tree. It's just we have the oldest continual royal line. Don't think about it. It's royal. No, but
I tend not to. My mom was big, and I got in so much trouble when Princess Diana died because I was like, "Who cares?" And she was so upset. And she was like, "Aren't you sad?" And I'm like, "I didn't know
Why?
her. I don't care." And she was like, "Go to your room." And I was like,
Why?
"Okay, I like my room." And then I got in more trouble. Like, "Okay, send me to my." Now I'm an adult, and I'm like, "Send me to my room. Ground me, please."
I don't know, Wicked. If you're talking about our Margaret, she never didn't want to be. Her son had a lot of problems when he turned 18 about his role in life because it's kind of weird having the only job you can't opt out of. Really, you're born to do this job. You get a lot of privileges, but you still get a lot of less freedom than the rest of the world. We did have. She had maybe had an affair with, or not an affair, but she was really close to a castle owner close to where I live, and then she found Henri, and history was history, and she is our great queen, the longest reigning monarch, the bestest woman in the world, Queen Margaret the Second. And if she would just do what her namesake did and get the three crowns back together. Well, Ingolf was a cool guy, but his mom and dad were too close to each other.
Okay. So, Baker, what I'm envisioning to get all the crowns back together is a lot of booze, some mushrooms, and a lot of cake. Look, I'm just saying that you guys, weren't you the one that showed me the Christmas tradition where you guys sit around the fire and eat like just a crap ton of carbs? To me, that would be the peace offering of the century. Just a bunch of booze and the cozy fire and all the carbs. It would bring peace to all the world, to me.
Yeah, but we would bring peace to the world if we could just connect the three kingdoms and go out and sail and say hi to people. There weren't that much kerfuffle back in the Viking ages because we killed everyone who didn't agree with us.
I
We
feel
were
like
peacekeepers.
I feel like Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine had the same conversation. I love the Senate.
Yeah.
I will give these war powers back as soon as possible. It's sad that Disney's Star Wars has made me root for Emperor Palpatine because at least he had a freaking plan.
Yeah, but I liked how the Danish guy who played Thorn, he absolutely wasn't. He's a slim guy, Mads Mikkelsen's brother, but he was stuffed in that white uniform just to look like Goebbels in the Goering in the long shots. He
Oh my
looked
gosh.
totally like a
Yeah, and he didn't lick windows, and his plan definitely wasn't I'm a moron.
no. But Disney can't write good villains anymore. That's what makes a good show. You can't have a good hero without a good villain. What do you know? Remember from the James Bond movies? Which are the one you remember? It's Goldfinger. It's Casino Royale, because they have
I don't know.
memorable.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen beating the heck out of James Bond's bits was hilarious. I was laughing so hard I couldn't sit still, but Mr. Mo was not amused. We didn't see it in the theater.
But just to round up the show, now we went to the royalty. I found Jamie is. Should we call her a fashion icon or a fashion trendsetter?
Trendsetter. Because she got me to
Okay.
do lashes. If I wasn't so stressed, I'd keep
Yes.
them, but I tend to
I am also a
fiddle with them.
trendsetter now because after I started covering Mark Jensen, Dateline and now a show on A&E is doing a Mark Jensen special.
Those copying bastards.
I was so angry.
But I don't know, and I know a lot of people will be sad to hear about this. Gwenny is losing her looks.
Who?
Who?
Gwyneth Paltrow, and this headline says it all. The naked fake humility would make even Meghan Markle blush. Oh, and this, I'm glad I'm not monetized because mentioning that name would get you demonetized.
Aren't you
It's just that
monetized?
Gwyneth Paltrow, she had a magazine interview with Bustle. I don't know what that is. I just found this. And of course, she's dressed to the nine in a Gucci bra and panties, her rear end out. I will literally disappear from public life, she said, of eventually selling Goop.
Is that a
Meghan Markle-
promise? Can we hold her to that?
I'm not sure. They
Is
don't
that
believe
binding?
her either.
Is that a tacit agreement?
It's maritime court, so no tacit agreements.
Damn it.
But
she's
Meghan Markle, gird yourself. You have a new rival in facetious displays of humility.
Facetious.
Yeah, that's the next one I never saw before. Fat uos.
I
Fat
don't know.
uos is a new word. Fat uos.
You sound like me when I'm doing the news. I'm like, y'all, I haven't.
No, and then the agony of being the face of a brand you yourself have established, the inordinate pressure of being an aspirational figure when you are practically begging other women to look like, dress like, and want to be you. Meghan Markle's not wearing that $5,000 camel coat in 70-degree California weather for nothing, is she? And this is the picture of this woman who, no one noticed me anymore.
What in the actual Schnell is going? Yeah, I feel very sorry for her. She's wearing what? Shells and...
Hey, expert. Oh, my.
Oh, and the expert came just in time. Well, he will come in time.
Phrasing.
It's so hard. It's so difficult being her.
It's so hard?
Well, it gets worse. I won't spoil it for you, but it's really hard.
I feel profound sadness for the difficulty in her life, being born from what Blythe Danner and whoever she, got to stud. I can't remember her father's name. I'm sure there were just a host of terrible stuff. Oh yeah, she looks.
But she hates getting dressed up and having her picture taken. She just hates it, Mo. I'm deeply uncomfortable, she says, of being on camera, but I do my best. I'm so happy she does this for us because we need a little beauty in my life.
Well, she's an admirable adult pretender because she looks like she's okay with it.
Yeah. I am really hard on stream sometimes. Yeah. And then there was only 15 portraits in various states of undress. And she has come to terms of losing all of her looks. I'm constantly in this exercise of embracing this painful thing of not being young and beautiful. Sometimes I almost think of it as a person that I'm hugging, like, this is supposed to happen. This is okay. Yet let's all sympathize as we look at these portraits of Gwyneth looking ecstatically at herself in a mirror as she applies red lipstick, as she poses suggestively in her underwear and 6-inch Louis Vuitton heels. Who is she kidding? She has the temerity to show her bare midriff, toned and muscled with a seeming vertical line bisecting her abdomen, then claiming that her 2 pregnancies have left her stomach falling apart. I'm bummed that my stomach is... I had 2 babies, and now, for some reason, at 51, it's like all elasticity is gone. But if I look at a 28-year-old model on Instagram and think my stomach's supposed to look like that, I'll just go into a depression.
You really need my sound or sad violin music
Yeah, I don't know. Has she thought about talking to Jada Pinkett Smith about maybe life coaching? Because
Yeah.
I think Jada Pinkett will, be able to maybe they'll red table how terrible their lives are, and she can talk about conscious uncoupling or whatever the hell ridiculousness these two stuck up voids of humanity can talk about. What the actual crap is this woman bitching about?
Well, it's really hard. And hi, expert. Hi,
Phrasing.
the White Rabbit. Hi, Mims. But again, let's read on, because this is it's, and I know as a fashion influencer like Jamie, she has to be aware of stuff like this. It can go really sad. Yeah, they can see her rib cage. We can actually count the bones.
Oh God,
With
not
us,
her.
the Gwyneth who said, "I am who I am. I can't pretend to be somebody who makes 25,000 a year." Oh, and she's so cute.
Look, we're not taking her back in. Oh God, can we send
Yeah,
both of them to?
if my body looked like that at 51, I would hate it.
Look, if my body looked like that now, I'd probably wear that outfit she was
Same.
wearing. Look, that's why God gave me cellulite. He knew I would not handle a body like that well. I would be using it for all the bad.
Yeah. At least that Gwyneth felt honest, an elitist, insufferable snob. Yeah, but an honest one. Here, though, we have a Gwyneth who is actually trying to court the woman who make 25,000 a year. The point of this interview, don't you know, is to plug her new lower price Goop skincare line through Amazon and Target. Now, if
Oh
you meant
Jesus,
this,
no.
if you think this is meant to bring Goop to the masses, don't be silly. I just didn't approach it like, let's go mass, when it's said. What other reason should there be? Is it tautology? You go mass market to reach the mass market. This is perhaps the most bonkers, out of touch celebrity profile since Meghan Markle told her interlocutor to describe her as non-verbal.
Okay, I would rather buy Britney Spears' new Ginsu knives than buy, Goop from Amazon.
Seriously, that would be a great marketing move by Britney Spears. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I would totally buy
Well, she
Ginsu knives from Britney Spears.
I was looking because there were some headlines about her book as well. I thought, well, Jamie is a big Justin Timberlake fan. We shouldn't bring that one in here.
I'm a big Britney Spears fan, so I'm kind of funny to see how this goes.
Yeah, did he force her to do something, and did he really lie about his Christianity and stuff like that?
He is a D-bag to her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course he is.
Yeah, I
And
mean, they both wore those
for her
denim
up-
outfits.
Yeah.
Look,
I have a
she
lot
is
of-
not going to sell Goop to the masses because the masses are worried about buying freaking groceries right now. Okay, ma'am. Yeah,
Well,
we're not. We'll use our regular old great value lotion.
I know,
Gwyneth has
right?
joined Meghan in the full-on detachment from reality. Once engaged to Brad Pitt and the ex-wife of Chris Martin, a millionaire many, many times over thanks to Coldplay, Gwyneth says that I could never get attracted to the really rich guy. Well, only the very rich guy, not the really rich guy.
Oh, well, isn't she
Look at
every
that
day?
unelastic stomach. It must be so painful.
Yeah.
That's so.
It's so hard to be her.
Yeah. An actress best known for generations of moviegoers for her role opposite Robert Downey Jr. in the Iron Man franchise. I've always done independent films. Money has never been my thing. It's never been my driver. Bullshit. So, yeah.
You named your kid Apple. Do we need to have a talk here, ma'am?
I just thought you couldn't get more delusional than her. A lady who sells vajayjay candles and a 24 karat. I don't know if it's an front or bonus hole stimulator.
Yeah. Well, some people are very insane and will buy
It was just
anything that is
It was to bring
A
it full
star says.
circle to go back to the very, very expensive water we talked about earlier. So I was just thinking, oh, that poor lady. But by reading those interesting stories, we hit the 2-hour mark. And
Very
everyone
good.
needs to go prep because Dave and Nick is going to do their Jody things. Yeah, how do you do, fellow paws? It was never about the monies. Just give me a lot of them.
Yeah.
Alex Baldwin should do an infomercial for Bulletproof Vests. So yeah. No, people probably know her from the movie that Aqua made the soundtrack for. If I could turn back time. I don't know what. I never saw the movie. I just like Layla.
Oh.
So yeah, everyone get ready for
Jody Day in 1
Yes.
hour, 54 minutes. And Baker is either.
He may pass away.
It's the big one. Are you okay, sweetie?
Are
You just
you
look like
okay?
you drank my $10 vodka bottle.
Oh,
I don't know. I just got a frog in my
Ooh,
throat, as we say in Denmark.
that's what you call it.
Yeah.
frog. Oh.
What time tomorrow is the baking stream? It will be at 1 p.m. And I don't know if the lovely Jamie or the lovely Farrell will join me. Maybe both of them. I can be the white filling in that Oreo every day.
We're not Oreos. The white filling and the.
You have vanilla Oreos now.
It's just we'd be like doubles. Like, what is it?
No,
Megas.
you
Or
have.
just the.
Where we're gonna get to? Oh, I can't say that would be a racism.
When your entire chat is degenerate and you're trying to figure out a way to say something that isn't terrible. And
Yeah.
you're like, they have painted me into a corner. I am
We're
stuck.
not allowed to say anything anymore on this ever.
Yeah, and I like when Gwyneth Paltrow got so rich. She's oh, I'm just doing it for the kids. I hate rich people who pretend to be feeling something for everyone else. No, Mr. Microsoft doesn't make his fund to help the world. He makes the fund to pick the project he wants to support and get a tax break. So
That is true.
yeah, allegedly in Minecraft, I have to say, because he owns this platform.
True.
So
He also
But-
has the best haircut ever, and he would never look silly.
to disarm
Or-
people so they don't think he's intelligent. But let's do the thing we always do when we end.
Hi. Oh. Yeah, after Jody, probably around 11:15, 11:30, I will be doing Mark Jensen, reading more from his 500-page manuscript, and getting into some new testimony from his retrial.
Yeah, I don't like women.
Yeah, I know.
Hey guys, it's Mo from Mo in the Deep End. You can follow me every weekday. I will do a Mornings with Mo and then Nightly Newsy News at 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. We do news stories that are funny, crime related, chaos related, shenanigans related, or anything that basically just makes me laugh that isn't related to generally the Mesopotamia or Ukrainia, because I don't do that. You can go to mainstream media for that. And I am looking at possibly going to cover the Charlie Addison trial. So I may do a little stream on Sunday, kind of going over what that is about. I will probably do my 500 celebration stream next weekend. The Creeping Crud has invaded my house, and everyone is on NyQuil, including me, or DayQuil, including me, depending on what time zone we are in. So thank you so much for everyone for all of your support. And now we need to get Sal and Baker and EU to 1,000, but Sal to 500, and then start doing all of that stuff. So thank you guys so very much. Jamie, you're up.
Aw.
I'll just be
Cool story, bro.
You know.
Oh.
Yeah. That's all this is about. Halloween. Everybody enjoy the month of October. We do a lot of movies in the Discord. And hopefully we'll do some more sunny, always sunny. I don't know when Dave wants to do it, but that's about it. Can we be done now?
Get me off.
And to the rest of you, thank you all so much for showing up. I hope you had just as much fun as we did, because this is our way to decompress from all the S we watch along a week. And please go and give a little love to Mo, to Dali. They helped me make this show fun. Hey, Valhalla, look who's got out of bed just as we're gonna end. But that's the perfect ending spot. I don't know why Valhalla is the perfect ending spot, because Valhalla is kind of 5
Listen,
hours.
young man, if you want to step in the squared circle with Valhalla awaits, you better bring everything you got, woman. I swear on everything, there will be no mercy. I will punish thee.
Nothing better than that.
And with those very intelligent words from Valhalla at Young Min, who is a sweetheart, but he will take her into the squared circle and probably other places. We'll see you somewhere down the line. Sal later today, Mo maybe before me, after me tomorrow, and I will be on at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow and making some spider cakes for Jamie. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of the day. Remember, there's Formula 1 2 tonight. See you later.